The time is currently 4:48 a.m. Um, it's getting done. It's May 17th, 4:48 a.m. I'm filthy, and this video needs to get out. This video, and also another video of just talking about it, but maybe I need to take a quick nap. Yeah. Okay, it's done. It's done. It has finished. Okay. It's done. It's done. A version of it is done. It is being rendered right now. Finally. Yeah. By the time this video comes out, I don't think that video is gonna be out yet. Maybe it will, but no, it's gonna take some more editing. It's gonna take some more audio sorting and stuff. But yeah, a version of it is finally being rendered, and that's happening right now. A script that I wrote 4 years ago with a voiceover that I did 2 years ago. It's kind of a surreal experience to edit it. But hey, here we are. I'm in I, I'm in full cave goblin mode right now, just cause that's what the past 2 days, well, 3 days with the day in between that I procrastinated. I've just been editing Gaming Journey 3, and yeah, it's it's a very important video to me in a lot of different ways. Before starting this video, I was using the restroom. I was just watching the last year's video, just to make sure I don't repeat any points. So, you know, you guys know I'm in college. You guys know why that year I've been absent, just because getting shit done, um, graduating high school, moving to college, etc., etc. Now, where have I been the past year? same, same shit. Honestly, just, just being more busy with college and stuff. But again, I feel like I'm repeating myself compared to last year. It's just getting back on track to making these YouTube videos is something that I feel like is gonna help me get more creative and be more creative. Just because, creativity is the brain is a muscle, like any well-oiled machine. You exercise it over and over. Points I've already made. Yada yada. But I feel like more than anything, this year, 9 years, it's cool. I feel like 10 is usually the big thing people celebrate, so I'm just gonna keep it kind of low key. But the main thing that I think this year, at least pertaining to this channel and things, is just talking about that video that I just finished editing. Oh yeah, the title of the video, moving forward. You notice the word is forward, right? Not on. So in case like anyone's been clickbaited or anyone feels like that little like, oh wait, is he quitting now? Is he finally? No, it's sorry. We're gonna be moving forward. So this video series, Gaming Journey, it's a very reflective series talking about a series of games that's affected me in some way in my development. And I think coming to this third game, it's been a very difficult topic just because more than anything, this game has just affected me in the most substantial way possible, being that before this came into my life, I was Taylor the person, and after this came into my life, I was Taylor the creator. It's just my entire ego is built around, or rather, the time where I discovered this game, discovered everything around it that I put into this video. I talked a lot about it, but I think what isn't highlighted and what really, I guess, while editing it was kind of a therapeutic thought process was just I really became a person around this time. So creating a video on something so deeply personal, as in like, this is my identity. This is where I found my identity is tough. um, I mean, this year's 9 years, next year's 10 years, and then on 11 years, I would be age 22, which means I would have spent equal amount of times making content as I have not making content. And that's kind of crazy to think about. It's like, but the other thing to think about as far as that goes is yes, half of my life was, not dedicated to making videos, making content, my current drive, my current pursuit, passion, whatever. But I literally can't even remember what those 11 years before this were. It's a funny thing. It's a funny thing how memory works. It's just I've seen some stuff about it, and when I was recording the video, there was a part where I was just thinking, gosh, there's so much that I went through as far as this game that I just can't dig up anymore. Things that just happen and were just barely documented. And that's one thing that I really like about YouTube is just oh, hold on, wait for the motorcycle. Over different years, even in the process of creating this video, just watching a few of my previous anniversary videos, I'm able to track how I've changed and grown as a person. Um, and this is sounding like a point that I probably brought up before, but I think it's important. And back to the topic of memory, it just feels like so many things that I've experienced I remember differently. There's a segment in this video that I just made where I'm trying to recreate something that I've created. Why? Okay, why? It's a Minecraft video. It's a video about Minecraft. But I was trying to recreate this house that I created in my first ever survival let's play I made like 8 years ago. And while editing it, I realized like these little differences just sprinkled throughout how I recreated this house. I think I recreated it off of memory because it's just, it's a pretty simple design, but it's just so deeply ingrained in my head. Yeah, there's still just these little changes, adjustments I made here and there, fragments of misremembering things. It just memory is so unreliable, and I think just another thing is recording yourself. That just makes it so you have some tangible evidence of this is some part, some reality of who I was at the time. Even though, your actual memories are gonna blend with that to create biases or whatever, but yeah, that's why this is important to me. I don't want to be looking back and be like, what did I do for those 2 years? That's why I guess I don't know. Moral of this rant: take photos, make videos, but like not obnoxiously. The other thing I want to talk about just pertaining to this video is what leaving it unfinished has really done. Recently I stumbled upon just some video talking about what leaving things unfinished does to the mind, and maybe that like motivated me to do this. Maybe I was gonna do this anyways, who knows? But that definitely made me think just having this project unfinished really weighed on me in every moment. Well, I mean that's exaggerating things, but the fact that it's there and just there's something you need to constantly think about when there's an unfinished project sitting there, and I think another thing is just it's such a project split by time. Again, script written 4 years ago, voice recorded 2 years ago. There's parts of it where I was listening to it and I was like, this is dog shit. the words are dog shit, but even like the way I'm saying it sucks. But you know, I guess that's just how it is with time, with whatever. Um, but the more important point I'm just trying to hone in on here is how leaving something unfinished kind of just, we as humans, I think we crave a sense of resolution, and just having that there is just psychologically stagnant, I feel. And being able to finish this video, pack it up neatly, and then put it out there, I think this is important just to, be able to move on. And I think there's a lot of aspects of the video, just like visually, that I made about moving on. Again, this, because it's so split by time, this video is like, oh, parts of it's like, ooh, it's a little thought provoking, it's a little like slow burn, and then parts of it's like, oh, here's like a bunch of memes. And I guess, that's just my like default editing style. That's kind of changed. I feel like that's something that you can definitely see if you really looked at my history, where it's just like memes, but like it's a little deep in there though. Yeah, it's what I like doing. Finishing up this video, being able to look at it from a distance, as in like, I've done this. This is something in the past. This embodies things about my past. I think that's important, and I think that's a big part of creating things. Is just you're feeling something at a time. You create something, and there's a need to finish it. There's a need to finish it, to grow, to develop, to move on as a person. Um, and that's really, I feel like, weighed on me in these last fucking 4 years where this project has been in development. It's not even like, it's not a massive project. It's an important project. I definitely, like, there was no way I would have ever been able to do this project justice, just because it tells probably one of the most important stories in my life, kind of. So, you know, I just want to put it out there. And moving forward with this gaming journey series, I think I have a spreadsheet where it's just like, here are the games I'm going to talk about, and I've outlined that 4 or 5 years ago. Obviously, I played stuff recently that's changed me, but I feel like I'll stick to the script, get the rest of these videos out. Hopefully, they won't be as hard. It's a series just intrinsically built on reflection, and I think that in of itself leads me to possibly feeling getting stuck, or like feeling stagnant. But I'll see. I haven't completely figured it out, but I feel like this specific video, the Minecraft video I just made, because it's such an important part of my life. It's how I got onto YouTube, it's how I got into video creation, it's how I got into just wanting to entertain. It's so important. Whereas like the other videos, oh, they tell me about like, competitiveness, or they tell me about like, oh, how expansive a story can be, or how you don't need scale or budget to really create something that can move someone. But these are just like lessons in creation, and lessons in just like playing sports, rather than literally the fundamentals of my core as a human being. So hopefully these will be less stagnant in trying to pump them out. And at a certain point, it's just like, you just gotta make it, right? There's obviously, the more important a product is to you, the more you're like, oh, I need to make it perfect. But sometimes it's just about putting things in a box and then shipping them out. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do to that video. So, hey, thank you for checking in for another year. Well, this is my 9th anniversary with 7 years of creating stuff, and these past 2 years of not really creating stuff. Well, just not creating stuff here in this platform personally. And I would be able to be able to redo that. I'm really bad at these, like I'm really a sucker for these like binding vows where it's just, oh, the curse I laid upon myself three 3 years ago, where it's like, was it 3 or 2 years? I think, yeah, the curse I laid upon myself 2 years ago on that seventh anniversary video, where I was just like, if I don't pump this video, I'm just gonna lock in. I'm gonna pump this video out, and I'm not gonna work on any little projects that distract me from this big project that I haven't been doing. And boom, 3 years, nothing. Wanting to be pump out shit, but no. I swear to myself that I would finish this before I really move on to any other projects. And well, I guess I kept my promise to some part. So yeah, I'm just and as a kid, I was like, I'm never gonna buy GTA 5. I'm just gonna wait until 6, and here I am. I haven't bought 5. Yeah, really, really keeping my promises to my past self, huh? Even at like little intrinsic value. Still, I think this is a big step forward. Again, title of the video, moving forward. That this video is finally out there. Hope you guys enjoy it. I will try to pump it out today, if possible. Oh, by the way, I have a community guideline strike for something that's I don't think should have been stricken, but that expires in like a month, less than a month. So I'm not gonna bother yelling at YouTube about it. Like, the system is so. Yeah, this video probably won't get much traction. Neither will the video that I spent 4 years on. But it is what it is. I think it's more a symbol to myself than anything. And yeah, so thank you for sticking around. And I'll see you in a year's time, along with any little things I make in between. No promises. Maybe weekly. Maybe, no, not daily. Daily is not happening again. Maybe as a challenge. Who knows? But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna check on the exporting process and get back to finalizing that video. So yeah. Bye bye.